we love it, and we love the fact that we're going to have a great weekend of weather.
Yeah, at least for the first half of it. Then it'll be stormier and cooler, a big change in the weather pattern. And we saw some thunderstorms in parts of the metro yesterday in northeast Albuquerque. Hail, heavy rain, strong winds, and even some flash flooding in some of the arroyos, thanks to Gabs Jefferson, who sent this in safely of the hail pellets coming down very quickly. And yeah, some ponding in his backyard because of the heavy rain as well. We saw those thunderstorms quickly forming in the Sandias. They clipped Albuquerque and moved towards Silver City. Some heavy storms in downtown Santa Fe. Those storms have since dissipated with leftover clouds meandering to the southwest of Silver City, closer to places like Arizona. Meanwhile, clear skies in east and southern New Mexico and Ruidoso, a break from rainfall, and deep blue skies here in Albuquerque, a beautiful scene. There's a little puffy cloud over the crest. This cloud actually may become a thunderstorm. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit for that to happen at least. 70 degrees right now, 63% relative humidity, and a very light north-northeasterly breeze at 3 miles per hour. 50 in Taos, mid-upper 30s by the way in Angel Fire, very humid with maybe some mist and fog developing. 55 in Las Vegas, 61 Santa Rosa, and not that bad in Ruidoso, 61 as well, 71 in Carlsbad, 71 in Deming. Very mild in Farmington. 98 yesterday, a very mild morning, a very mild afternoon yesterday, and we are going to be seeing slightly cooler and more humid conditions today because of some of those monsoonal thunderstorms forming nearby. In Albuquerque to Santa Fe in the 80s and 90s, and at Ruidoso high 70s and low 80s, Deming mid 90s, lower 90s, and Roswell near 80 in Ruidoso. Temperatures still a bit above normal today, but that is going to change ahead. Now, tracking today's thunderstorms, moving generally from a north to south trajectory, a little bit initially moving to the south and east, then moving back to the southwest as they form even near Grants and Gallup. A few storms may pop up near Santa Fe, a lower chance of storms in Albuquerque today, but we may still see a few storms nearby. Farmington, Durango, we could actually see some rainfall. The driest monsoon so far on record in places like Farmington, and we may see some more rainfall even from the Jemez Mountains into the west side of Albuquerque as compared to the east side like we saw the past few days. Still very clear and very dry in southeast New Mexico. Partially clearing skies overnight to tomorrow morning. Then more thunderstorms forming along I-40 and dragging to the southeast tomorrow evening. Albuquerque may get a little bit of rain on the south side. May not get as much or any rainfall. Santa Rosa, Santa Fe likely getting rain, Gallup, Camado, all the way through Durango and Farmington in the Enchanted Circle. Not only briefly some heavy rain, but also some strong winds and also some hail. Now, briefly heavy rain because the storms will become not as intense overnight tomorrow night. Around this high pressure, moisture from Baja California moved to the Four Corners into Colorado and then far to the south, but still remaining dry at the surface and aloft in southern New Mexico. But more moisture at the surface in northern New Mexico will spark up more thunderstorms. In southern New Mexico, it will remain mostly dry out there. So for the next few days, we'll see gradually more and more areas getting rainfall. Now Sunday, we may have a little bit of a break, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, more areas getting more widespread rainfall with lower temperatures. And the amount of rainfall we'll see in the short term from Farmington, Alamosa, and Raton will be between 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch all the way through Sunday. But through next week, even Gallup, Grants, Albuquerque, Silver City, all the way through Santa Rosa, Ruidoso, Carlsbad through Raton, between 1/2 inch to 3 inches of rain in these darker reds and yellow colors. So expect some flash flooding, especially next week with lower temperatures. 90s in the short term in Durango near record high temperatures. Much cooler and breezier and more humid by next week. Cortez, very warm today, stormier and eventually a little bit cooler ahead. Farmington, similar conditions. 90s, upper 90s of that today, 80s next week. Dulce and Cuba could be even cooler by next week. A very slight chance of storms today. Low chance of rainfall from Glenwood, Alamogordo, and Lordsburg in the 90s today, but 80s next week. And it could be even cooler in Roswell much later next week. But in the short term, very sunny, very warm from Cloudcroft to Ruidoso, 70 to 80 degrees today, but gradually cooler by the end of the weekend to next week. Raton, Mora, Las Vegas, Tucumcari, expect heavy rainfall. By the way, one of the wettest monsoons on record in Tucumcari. That trend will continue to next week with cooler weather. From the northern mountains to Santa Fe, expect spotty showers and rumbles of thunder. More storms today in the Rio Chama and parts of the Jemez Mountains. Moriarty, Tijeras, Cedar Crest, partly to mostly sunny today. And from the north to south valley of Albuquerque, similar conditions as well, but can't rule out a stray shower or rumble of thunder. Late evening thunderstorms tomorrow, but then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, stormier and cooler.
I like that.
Stormier and cooler.
Everybody already knows that I'm a huge fan of next week's forecast. So,
Yeah.
and those lows in the 60s, what a treat.
Oh, it's going to be great. Just got to watch out for the arroyos and also for some of the hail and the lightning strikes, but we'll take it as long as we're safe out there.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Of course.